Colin will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
They didn't have a whole lot of success on that recent Holmes game. They won just 3 times, so things are going to need to improve as they head out on this. Well, the last curveball, that was a pretty good pitch. This one, not so much. I mean, he was waiting for this thing, and he just jumps all over it.
Colin will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do something.
He's been tough to deal with this year. Second on the team in RBI, so this is a golden opportunity.
First offering on the way. Now a hard liner towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Colin will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple. Kyle Seager will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first offering. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Seager will wait on the 1-0. 2-0 now.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up. That's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Hey, looking back, go one. Come on, Mariners. Here we go.
Here's the 2-0. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
And here's just a case of the guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Colin will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
One down.
First pitch coming. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Colin will be our man to watch as he comes into this game riding an impressive 20-game hitting streak. Steve, Eric, what have you seen from him lately that's been making him successful, and how long you think he can ride this? Colin will stand in hoping those numbers hold to form as he's hit over 400 against this guy for his career. Now the first pitch taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
So that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Colin will dig in. He drove in a run with the sacrifice fly his first time. First offering on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Pitch on the way. Here's a shot out to the alley in right center, and they'll have a two-out base runner. In fact, maybe good for extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he'll make it in there with a two-out double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a two-out double here in the third. And you can see the M's leaderboard in that category right there as he currently finds himself third best on the squad. So a runner in scoring position with two men gone and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Here's the first offering. Ball one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And he misses again.
To two shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2-0 count, the pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Hey, can't see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go. All right, here we go now.
A 2-1 offering. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
He's ready now, the pitch, and this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ike Davis will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. First pitch coming. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Where's that one now? Hey, best stuff right here. Put him away.
He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
The 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Hey, looking good. Come away up there. Let's go. Give yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple, and it's still 3-1. Colin will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
They've been tough to deal with this year. Second on the team in RBI, so this is a golden opportunity.
Now here's the first pitch. That's a hard hit back up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. One run scores. And the second run will score as well. And he is in there.
Big at-bat there. His second and third RBIs in the ball game, but more importantly, these two give him the lead.
See the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. And now they've got him in a rundown. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Let's go now, let's go.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Robinson Cano is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
About where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow by guys when you need to.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His second home run of the game. And they double him up. It's 8-4.
This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Colin will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat. First pitch of the inning here is promptly laced into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. The 1-0 pitch. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Outside, 3-0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1, 3-1. The 3-1 coming. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round.
Damn.
This one is getting ugly.
That's his 3rd home run, dude.
A 2-run shot here for
Road to the show.
His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Boy, have a night. His 3rd home run of the ball game. I mean, he's absolutely brimming with confidence at the plate. It's been a joy to watch so far.
Yeah, I went 3 for 3, and I'm not going to be even the player of the game. Yeah, I went 3 for 3, 3 RBIs. It's going to be Robinson Cano. That dude has to...
Fine performance
Dude.
from the fella you see on your
Yep.
screen Robinson Cano. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
Dude, he had 3 home runs, 7 RBIs.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.
And I had the other 3 RBIs.
Smartphones and tablets out.
Yes, sir. What mode are you playing? Oh, okay.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Oakland A's and the West-leading Seattle Mariners. And let's also get a brief look at our 2 starting pitchers as you see how they stack up right there. Colin will get his first opportunity here as you take a look at how he's fared versus this arm to this point in his career. And this is lined hard to deep left. Hutchison is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Colin will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Gray ready with the 0-1. Swing and a liner towards second. This will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Colin will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
Just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0. The next pitch. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance, you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now the fastball is
What the fuck, man?
Misses for the first out of the inning.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this.
Colin will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
But normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, they've gotten good results.
Now here it comes. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Batista is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one.
That blows.
One guy who outshined all others. I think it's the man who stands out right here.
That
He's our top
sucks.
player of the game.
Just ended my 23-game hitting streak.
fine afternoon to enjoy our national pastime at Seattle's Safeco Field. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series. And let's also get a brief look at our two starting pitchers as you see how they stack up right there. Colin will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Check swing here, but did he hold up in time? No, he went around, says Earl Hendricks. It's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Eric, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
2-2 now with 2 gone here in the home half of the first. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. Mariners are down in order. We've played an inning. No score. Colin will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First offering on the way. Now the first pitch is in the air out toward right field. Batista is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Colin will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first offering. Here's a bouncing ball now up the middle, and it's going to sneak its way into center field for a 1-out base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Now the first pitch. Pitch inside, the throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
You want to talk about having a bazooka for an arm. After watching the jump, I thought he had this base stolen, but this ball is on the money with some steam on it. He's out by a pretty comfortable margin.
Now here's the first pitch. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
And guys, you can't